episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, before I get into today's episode, I need to basically get something off. Get something off? That sounds really strange. Basically, I talked about it yesterday in my Red Star save, but because I was slightly out of sync, I didn't record those episodes on the same day, so you're actually reading it, well, not reading, but hearing it today in Portsmouth. So basically, every episode you've seen of Pompey up until now was recorded last week, so middle of the week kind of time, basically. But today is Monday, and you're seeing this Tuesday or Wednesday night, I think. Basically, last week, you might notice that the videos were a little bit, not... It's hard to explain, like, I was not having a good time outside of YouTube, basically. My girlfriend's mother was hospitalised, and it's one of those things where you can't... Because I put 2 videos out a day, you can't always take that much time to just deal with other things sometimes, so I had to keep making the videos, and I think that my irritability was much higher as a result of that, which meant that I just got wound up so much when we were doing this stuff. So basically, firstly, apologies for that, but I'm also back to goodness this week. We're in a much better mood and everything's going well again. Now, what I'm also going to try and do is just try to relax a bit. I mean, Jesus, it is a game after all, and it's meant to be fucking fun. And I'll tell you what, it is fun. It really is, and I am massively enjoying this save. So that's good. I'm basically going to try and take a little bit of the ethos of the way I commentate in my FM League games, where you're a little much more relaxed, and try to bring that forth into my Pompey and Red Star save. Of course, anyone who watches my Red Star save already know all this, because I talked about it yesterday. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that, basically. So that is the deal on that one. Now, we do have a couple of things to talk about, of course. I finally have the poll results through. They came through, I can't remember exactly when, but it was kind of like a tie towards the top between sort of randomly generated and the European games. So what I basically decided to do is this. I'm going to still keep the focus onto the European games, but if we come across a dead rubber game, for example, say we're already qualified for the next round of the Champions League, fingers crossed, at the end of this group, I'm not going to do the last game of the group. I'll do a Premier League match that's important or something instead. I don't know quite how that would work. I mean, I can't see when is our last game of the group. So last game of the group is against Bayern Munich. No, Sampdoria. So, for example, if we're already through at that point, I'll play the Man United game in the league instead, because that would make sense. So that's my point. I'm going to try and keep the focus towards Europe, because after all, that's still kind of what we're really focusing on at the moment. But at the same time, there's no point in me showing boring dead rubber games just because they're Europe. So if that's the case, I'll show a league game if it's important, or cup games, you know what I mean, semi-finals, those sort of things. So we get a bit more variety. So that's the first thing. So again, thank you for letting me know your opinion. It's really, really awesome to know that you guys care about the series as much as I do, and that's really cool. So a couple of other things. Firstly, corner tactics. Now, my corner tactic, as I've explained to a few people, isn't mine. I got it from strikerless.com. I'm going to put a link to that in the description of my videos from now on, I think. But just want to make it really clear, I did not make this tactic. Full credit goes to strikerless.com. It's brilliant, and it's definitely the best corner tactic I've seen from FM15 this year. Once I found it, I was like, right, I'm sticking with this because it's amazing. So that is how we get the ball to the edge of the area and stuff. It's due to the way that you place the players. There isn't like a standard option for it to do that. It's just what the tactic seems to create, the way it happens. So there's that. As for face packs, kit packs, and stuff like that, the links to my face packs and kit packs, not mine, you know what I mean, are in the description to every single video I do, by the way, guys. So just check in there, and there is links to everything in there where you can find all the stuff that I'm using for this, basically. And if you're wondering how to install them, there is, firstly, plenty of videos on YouTube about how to do them. And secondly, there are full instructions with both of those included. I am going to be working on the website this week. I was meant to do that last week, but obviously, as you can understand, things were a little bit... Yeah, I just didn't have time to add that onto it as well, but I will definitely be doing that this week, so we should have something up by the end of the week, which will be good. Well, I mean, there's actually already something up. I had a website before I did YouTube, basically, where I was doing like a football blog, which is where the second yellow card name and all the logos and stuff actually came from. But that kind of had to take a back seat, so all I'm going to do is revamp that site, basically, clear a load of the content off, and then, we should be able to host tactics, blogs, just general articles about football. I might be doing some things where I can have guest bloggers, all kinds of stuff, basically. We're going to just try and make it a little bastion of intelligent football talk. That's the idea, anyway. Not that I'm particularly intelligent, anyway. So yeah, there's that. The other things, which you'll be pleased to know, is that I have... Oh yeah, I've added an attribute polygon, basically. So people were saying that they want to see it. I've been meaning to do this for ages, and I just haven't got round to it. So as you can see now, attribute polygon, hopefully that will satisfy your needs. Also, a lot of people complain about the red, and I can understand that now. I looked at some of the videos, and it looks worse in the videos than it does on my screen, but it still isn't the best on my screen. I still have to squint a little bit. So what I did was I couldn't find a paler red that would actually work, because all the other reds actually made it darker and even harder to see. So in the end, what we've done, DeSantos is a bad example because he has no stats that are actually bad enough for me to even consider. Right, here we go. Here we go. This is Costas Aronis. I don't know, he's got an amazing beard and haircut going on there, and I'm very, very jealous of that, if anything. I love the way that it's... Anyway, it looks like an arse or an upside-down heart. Right, if we get a player with a moustache and beard combo like that, I am keeping him no matter who he is. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so as you can see, I've gone for this blue colour, basically, because it stands out low, so you just have to remember that that means bad. I know that red is generally associated with the bad stats, but there wasn't a colour that would stand out for me properly in the videos, so that's what we've gone with instead. And I can't think of anything else that we need to discuss before we get into today's episode. So, in the last episode, so hopefully everything's going to be proper relaxed, and we're going to have a good time with this save now and really try and take this team forward. So that's basically the plan. Have a few lulls along the way, depending on what happens. So, against Nottingham Forest was our first game, basically. We had a good time in Europe, 3-0 win over Sampdoria, nice cushy win, clean sheet, lovely old job. Now, against Forest, this was a strange game, in the sense that... It was a weird one. I've been having a weird time with own goals lately. You'll see what I mean over the next coming couple of days if you watch both my series. I've been scoring, if that makes sense, as in benefiting from a lot of own goals. Those of you who watched my Partizan save yesterday will know that we beat... not Partizan, my Red Star save yesterday will know that we actually won a game with just own goals. More than one of them, and that was it. It was really strange, and it's happening again. It's odd, let's put it that way. So against Forest... There is another bone. There's a little bit of a bone to pick, but it's not really a bone. I don't really care because we won the game. But you'll see what I mean when I show you, because it's probably... You remember that offside decision against Burnley where Danny Ings was so onside it was unreal? Well, I've got a worse one for you. I'll show you that in a sec. But yeah, against Forest, away from home, it was always going to be a tough one. Ball play through here, and we'd started well, but they got us... what can we say? We should have defended better there. You'll notice that the kit doesn't match up. I don't know why that is. I really don't. But yeah, so... 1-0 up to 1-0 to Forest on 15 minutes, but Ola Aftra, who played in the centre for this one, was great. He did a great job. Gets the ball back here, and it's a lovely ball through. Millington takes a touch inside, and of course, he's able to dispatch the finish for his 9th goal of the season to make it 1-1 here. And that was good, because Forest, remember, have had a good start, but they have taken an absolute spanking from Manchester City, so it might not be... all good. Then, just before half-time, Archubi's ball out here, Vanos here, Lucarelli's ball back, and I thought they were about to link up in the most amazing way. Archubi then whips across in, cleared away again. Now, a couple of you pointed out how tall Archubi is, and there is a reason why I was so interested in because of that. Because I noticed that we get a lot of back post headers that Jed Wallace used to do quite well from them. Santos to a lesser extent. So I figured if we got ourselves a winger that can play well on the wing, but also be able to win headers at the back post, then it might just give us another scoring dimension, and that was kind of one of the other reasons I liked the guy. Now, you'll see what I mean here. Millington out wide, comes us in a lovely little back heel here. Lucarelli spreads it wide, Marcelo's ball in, and there's Archubi up at the back post there, coming in off the left, of course, because he's playing in place of Santos. 3rd goal of the season for him, and I think that's his 2nd header as well, so this is important. That then, of course, made it 2-1 to us, and just before half-time, we got the first piece of luck of the game, and this is pure luck. We were probably the better side after that, but the luck we got here was mental. Like, if one of those ones, you feel really sorry for the goalkeeper. I wish it had just gone down as a Vanos goal, but it doesn't, and it doesn't matter. And that put us 3-1 up. So in the second half, I decided to try out my defensive tactic. 72 minutes in, ball here, and it's deflected all around, and eventually Boetius puts it into his own net to make it 4-1. Now, that was the end of proceedings, so to speak. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. What am I talking about? Forest got a late goal back. I didn't even notice that. Poor from us, really. We should have been defending better, but they were given the space. It's a good strike, keeper move one way, and Thomas Carroll puts it the other way. He sounds like a fiction author from the 19th century. That's Lewis Carroll, isn't it? But you get my point. So yeah, basically, what was a bit weird about this one, and I'm going to point it out here, is right. No, that's gone past it. The offside decision that you're about to witness is possibly the worst one I've ever seen. I'm just going to switch the camera mode to elevated so you can see how bad this actually was. I feel like I've already gone past it. Let's just take this back a notch. Here we go. Right, now watch this for an offside decision. I'm just going to slow it down a little bit here. Okay, I don't know quite what's going on here. Why is the... Sorry about this, guys. Okay, here we go, I think. Oh, I have no idea anymore. Trust me, it's worth seeing, because it is probably just the worst offside decision I've ever seen. I just don't understand what's going on. I think it's got to be here. Right, here we go. Lopez Sousa, ball over the top. So, first part of this move... Why is it not letting me... Right. First part of this move to note. When Lopez Sousa kicks this, both of these players here are onside, yeah? You can see that quite clearly, but that is not the offside that I'm talking about. Oh no, it gets worse. So watch this, ball up, Archuba knocks the ball down to Millington, and Millington apparently was offside. I'm at a loss as to how that works. Both of them were onside in the first phase, and then he's knocked the ball backwards, so I don't understand how the game considered that to be offside, but it did, and it was disappointing. We actually had another one wrongly disallowed for offside on the 80th minute. I made a note of it, but I can't be asked. It was basically, it's nowhere near as bad as that. It was level, but at no point did he ever go into an offside position. We probably should have won that game by more goals, but shit happens. We still won the game, and that's the main thing. In this one against Norwich, this was just a complete test of our defensive solidity, basically, and oh man, just wow. They only had 3 shots in this entire game, not a single one on target. We probably could have had more goals in this game. How we could function defensively. Let me just take this off of elevated, put it back on close. There we go. So 36 minutes into the game, like, we hadn't created a great deal at this point. Like, we hadn't, as you can see, we only had one clear-cut chance in the entire match, so it did take us a little while, but Lucarelli's such a great player when he drives at people. Ball in here. Millington has 3 goes at this, eventually ends up with the ball in the back of the net, and thank God for that. It was our only clear-cut chance of the game there, to make it 1-0 to us with his 10th goal of the season on 37 minutes. Now, Norwich aren't the team they used to be. Then straight after half-time, I was thinking about whether or not we should switch to our more defensive system, because Norwich, again... But I decided to stick with it and said, right, if we can get to 60 minutes and still lead, then I'll probably consider dropping back a little bit and trying to be a bit more conservative. Well, watch this for some nice football. Ivancic's ball in here, Peralta's ball on, Millington comes inside, knocks it through the channel, and Vanos dispatches it wonderfully for 2-0. Then I think, well, okay, we're 2-0 up, but we are cruising here at this point. They've not even managed a shot on target yet. So I thought, I'll give it till 60 minutes, and then this happened. Lucarelli's free kick there. Great ball back to Ivancic, and then terrible goalkeeping from Ruddy made it 3-0. I probably could have left it on the old tactic, but I figured, no, let's just solidify things here, earn ourselves a good win, basically, and Norwich didn't even attempt to threaten in the rest of the game, so it was a good result for us, a 3-0 victory in the end. Now, that brings us to today against A.E.K. Now, with the way things are in the Champions League, I expect us to win this game, basically. It's crucial for us, really. So hopefully we will do just that. Top goal scorer is Norman Millington with 10 in 13. Vanos has 5, though, which is awesome. Assists-wise, Vanos has 7 in 13, which is incredible as well. Archubi's done well. 3-3. It's not bad. Man of the match, of course, Millington and Pierre Peters, who's out on loan, which is good to see him getting some Man of the Match awards, though. You know, if he's out on loan and playing well enough to be getting Man of the Match awards, I will take that any day of the week. He's played 7 times for Alkmaar, and wow! Tell you what, obviously something about this guy is quality, you know? And having him and Connor Barnes in there is going to be useful. So, average rating, Vanos is currently averaging an 8, which is pretty impressive. Key aerial challenges, Lopez Sousa is awesome. Key passes, Gerard Vanos with 65, but Archubi's got 47, which is good. I feel like Santos would probably have about 90 by now, but as you can see, he's only played 2 matches. And he's still scored twice, remember. That's the key thing to note here. He's still scored twice. Key tackles. Admittedly, they were both ridiculous goals. 17 for Robert Gray. Interceptions, of course, is 108 for him because he is the interceptor. Most valuable player is just Santos at the moment, but Borja Gomez is right in there too. And mistakes, leading to goals. Peralta, Ivancic, Affleck and Parsons have all got 1 each. Parsons has only made 1 start, and he made that mistake in that game, so has been injured as well, though, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Let's go into the match preview screen now, and get ourselves going. Oh, they're playing that system. This could not be nicer if it tried. We need a win, though. As you can see, AEK pulled off that huge win over Bayern Munich, which has given us a real chance, because we've got the Bayern Munich home game to come, and that's going to be important for us. Right, let's go quick pick now. Gomez is finally fit again. That's good. He's been struggling with fitness lately. Big up Bolongo. Oh, someone said in the comments that if he plays really well, I should rename him Biggest Bolongo, and that was fucking hilarious. I loved it. More of that, please. So, a fairly strong lineup. So yeah, I mean that's. I mean, look at some of our centre back. Gray is very. He and Lopez Sousa are very close to completing the circle as well. I've noticed Ivancic just dropped off slightly there, but I don't know whether that's because he's got worse, which almost certainly is not the case. But is more likely due to the inclusion of better players. My God, look at his stats. Sorry, I'm just noticing tackling 17, first touch 17, heading 17, 18 determination, 18 positioning. Such good, amazing. He's got such good stats. It's incredible. Like, even his bad stats aren't that bad. He's quite quick as well. I'm impressed. A couple of people said that they can't believe that Robert Gray plays as well for us as he does, but when you actually look at his defensive stats, he is incredibly good as a defender. His heading, 18, marking 18, admittedly his jumping reach is only 8, but look at that, 20 agility, pace 19, anticipation is 20. This is why he's such a good defender, basically, because he doesn't need to win headers, because he just seems to be able to anticipate everything. I think he's a brilliant defender, and he's a wonderful type of defender, because very few defenders exist with these particular types of stats, basically. Like, he is a bit more creative. The fact is, even when he does need to win a header, he probably can do. He's got 18 heading. He's just not particularly great in terms of his jumping, basically, and his height kind of holds him back there. But look at that, 20 agility and 20 anticipation, along with some decent defensive stats, and decisions-wise. 19 pace as well. I just love this lad. He's just a brilliant, brilliant player. 16 caps for England as well at the age of 22, and a goal as well. When you look, he played at Peterborough for a bit, but he's really come into his stride. Last season, 7 league goals. I think he got more than 10. I think he got 10 in all competitions. Overall, 10 goals for us in 57 appearances last season. Just an absolutely phenomenal player. And hopefully he'll be around for a very long time with us. Anyway, let's submit the team now and get going. We should be relatively comfortably, but you just don't know. These guys were capable of beating Bayern, which means there's obviously something about them. Hopefully we can nullify that. They are playing, well, relatively the kind of formation that we like to play against. So I don't think they should be able to pose. Look what Norwich did. Norwich played that exact system and they didn't even have a shot on target against us. So hopefully this will be more of that, basically, but only time will tell. It's good that, with Santos out the team, remember, all this is happening without Santos. I will show you the Premier League table afterwards as well. I forgot to do that. All of this is happening without probably our best player. So to give you an idea of how well we're playing at the moment, Lucarelli, though, has done a spectacular job of playing out on that right. It's allowed, thankfully, Artubi can play on both wings, which is wonderfully important for us as well. Ivancic there getting back to Bolongo. So it's useful to have that little bit of extra versatility as well, for Artubi to actually be able to play out on the left if we need him to. And of course that means Lucarelli gets a little bit more space. Van Os, he's going to strike it! You wouldn't be surprised if that had flown into the top corner, though. He is the Wizard of Oz after all. I don't expect a huge win, I just want a win. Gray again intercepts it. No big surprise there. Connor Barnes now. He's kind of gone under the radar, Barnes. He does need to get a little bit better. He's more of one for the future, but he's good enough to play for us now. Van Os again here strikes that low and hard, and he's sort of been our main danger man in these opening stages. We do need to get a little bit closer to goal, though, maybe before shooting. I don't have it on long shots or anything, or shoot on sight, so that's a strange one. But I think he just loves a long shot, and would you bet against him scoring them? Sometimes he's just that good at them. Artubi, can he reverse the pass? Van Os comes back to Lucarelli, and it's another big save there from Lizoan. Lizoan? I think it's Lizoan. Apologies if I've got that horrifically wrong. Only threatening from long range. Well, they're not threatening at all at the moment, so I'll settle for it at the moment. And another. Really? That's a clear-cut chance? Sorry. He barely got near it. Right, out of the area. Van Os to maybe have another shot. Oh, back to Lucarelli. Can he strike it? Comes inside, across from Millington, and it's cleared away again. We've played well in this first half. We've just not quite managed to break them down. But at least we've not looked at any kind of risk of conceding ourselves. So I think it should be a case of maybe we'll go attacking for the second half to really try and force the issue a little bit more with them. We do need to win this game after all. They don't look anywhere near as big of a pushover as I thought they were going to be. Let's put it that way. Cardozo's ball in. Gomez clears it well. That's good. Just getting a half-time, a goal up. And oh, wow. That's impressive. They've really mugged us there. Right, okay, don't worry. We just have to regroup. We're still the better side. This stuff happens from time to time. It's a great strike from Cardozo, and Bolongo's never going to get up in time. But again, they always seem to be a bit slow on those rebounds. So we do need to... we've got to go on attacking it in the second half to try and push them back now. We need to get this turned around. That's an unacceptably bad performance in the first half in terms of in front of goal. We've not been good enough. we need to put those chances away. Although, again, we are only threatening from long range, but I don't really see that as particularly true. We've created some chances. Right, let's go on attacking for the second half. We'll try to force the issue out of them. I'd be very surprised if we don't win this game, really. Based on that first half, they're only going to get more defensive, you'd think, if they've actually got something to hold on to now. So, in theory, it should just allow us to come onto them even more. I might do a little team talk as well to tell them to push forward, because we really... Yeah, we can't afford to lose this one. This would be a disgraceful result if we do allow that to happen. It's just simply second half is just going to be a case of battering ram, is essentially what we're going to have to be doing here. But don't let them get a second one. That would be really poor play. Carlos, Yao. Oh, I thought I was going to deflect past Belongo there. But they've had 2 clear-cut chances. You know, they've created 2 good chances, and as have we. We just need to do better with ours. Right. I'm getting a little bit worried now, guys. This is not a good performance at all. Well, except it is. That's the worrying thing. What do we change? Millington's been poor. Marcio's promised me that he's going to start to be more clinical, so maybe if a chance does fall to him, he'll actually take it. Millington just hasn't looked involved in this game at all yet. On 70 minutes, I'm going to push it to overload, I think. Alright, maybe not. If we equalise, then I will probably just stick on attacking for now, but we really do need to win this rather than a draw. That is a really poor pass again. Don't let Advantage foul him. I don't want to get him sent off twice in the same European group. That would be really poor. Cardozo. Carlos. They're playing a bit better. Almeida. They haven't created much, but what they have created has been good. He's going to knock that around the corner. There we go. Well done, Robert Gray. Connor Barnes now. Long ball downfield. Marcio probably can't win that. Oh, yes, he can. Okay, Gomez now to bring it forward for Archubi. Can he find that? There was a potential pass on, but it would have been a tough ask. Gomez comes through here. Oh, and Marcio is onside, and it is 1-1 here. That is a lovely finish from Marcio, and that is doing exactly what I told him to do. He said he wanted to play more. I've said, right, well, start putting your chances away when they fall to you. And that is a wonderful first-time finish. What a lovely pass this is as well from Gomez. Just lovely disguised ball and a first-time finish from Marcio. I thought Gomez was going to hit that, personally. Right, we'll just wait a sec then to go for our... Then again, a draw is still not acceptable. I think we've deserved the win. Afret for Vanos. As much as I've got Tercio, I trust Afret more at the moment. I'm probably going to go overload as well. We've got 15 minutes to go. We desperately need to win this game. I'm going to take more risks. We're going to look for the overlap a bit more. I'm not going to go shoot on sight or anything yet. That's more of a sort of last 5 minutes kind of last-ditch effort. I'd be disappointed if we don't win this one, really I would. Because looking at this, we really do deserve it. Right, okay, we're going to have to go shoot on sight, aren't we? Is there another substitution we can make? What can we really do here? Milton Peralta, I guess, for Borja Gomez. Just to freshen that up. Oh, this is looking really disappointing, guys. I'm not impressed with our... Oh, look at this. 18 long shots, though. I mean, I don't even have it set to shoot on sight. Oh, I do now, don't I think? Have I got it set to... Yes, I do. Okay. Which means there's probably going to be even more long shots in the last 4 minutes here. Let's see what we can come up with. We've got 4 minutes to save yourselves, guys. Please do it. I'll be a little bit annoyed if you don't. Any opposition instructions I can mess with? It's probably too late to do anything. It just doesn't look like we're going to break them down enough, and that's poor, really. And yeah, there you go. That is a really disappointing performance from us. To only score 1 goal out of 35 shots. Oh, Barnes is balling Marcio! Oh, yes! What a header! Oh, I also don't know why we were allowed to score there. What about that? Peralta here comes to Connor Barnes. Great ball in, a Marcio with the header. It's 2-1 Pompey. Wow, what a substitution. I'm not claiming that as any kind of super subness or anything, as some kind of inspirational thing, but I did say to him, you know, if you want to play more, start scoring your goals when you get the chances, and he's popped out with 2 goals here, and that is a crucial, crucial win for us. And, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, just... be proud of them. Just say, come on, you've done well there. Marcio's come off the bench and been an absolute hero for us. Archubi's still had a quality game out on the left-hand side. A great assist from Connor Barnes there. That's nice to see. Wow. That was an unexpectedly difficult win. 36 shots we had in that game, and we only just managed to scrape past them. I think in the end we probably did deserve it, but my God, we ran ourselves tight there. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, that was a bit of last-ditch excitement. I'm pretty pleased about that. So, wow. That's a good win now. We're solidifying our place in the group. It's still quite a tough one though with the way the other teams have been behaving essentially. But I think next we've got who do we have now? I think we've got AEK away, and that would put us then on 9 points then, and I think that would start to, you know, if Bayern Munich then beat Sampdoria, I think we'd be in a comfortable position going into those last couple of games, essentially. And which actually could mean that game against Sampdoria could be a dead rubber by then, which would of course mean that we could do the Manchester United game in the Premier League instead, just to shake things up a little bit. Wow, sorry, my heart's beating quite fast after that. That was impressive. And Vanos has already got 4 assists in the Champions League, which is impressive. So there we go, guys. I said I'd show you the league as well, didn't I? Let's quickly do that now. So that's basically how it's shaping up. Man United have won 8 out of 8. Would you bloody believe it? And that being said, we've got the same amount of goals scored and conceded as them. Only 5 goals conceded in our first 8 games. And bear in mind, 2 of those came against Nottingham Forest. So we've been pretty decent defensively. Clean sheets wise, we're not going to be on there because we've been rotating goalkeepers. But impressive. I'm very, very pleased. We've got 22 points from our first 8 matches. Is insane. That's title winning form, not qualify for Europe form. We're 5 points clear as well of dropping out of the Champions League spot already after just 8 matches. I want to just keep this run going and go as unbeaten and keep winning games for as long as we physically can. And I hope that if we can carry this form on until we get Santos back and get him fully fit and firing for us again, then my God, we could be a force to be reckoned with, and maybe we will actually even get ourselves a title challenge this year. I just really don't know. I keep waiting for us to screw something up, you know, and we've kind of come close to it tonight, but the fact that we've bailed ourselves out makes me wonder if we actually are going to screw up, or whether we actually are going to have a brilliant season and surely get our first silverware of the save. So let's just see where things are going to be. We've got Spurs, Leeds and Southampton games in between. Spurs at home, Leeds obviously is the cup, so that's quite important still, and Southampton away. I think we can beat Spurs at home because they're not having a good year so far, and I think we can beat Southampton away. So I think that's 2 more wins potentially, and we could come into the next game with 28 points from our first 10 matches. That would be absolutely mental terms of form, and the fact is, I guarantee you, Man United will almost certainly still be above us in the league because they're almost certainly going to win every game this season, it would seem. But they've not played us yet, so just bear that in mind. Anyway, guys, I hope you like what you've seen. I sure as hell have. Please drop a like on the video, and if you have liked it, of course. And if you'd like to even more than that, and you haven't already subscribed, please do hit that big old red subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next episode for the return leg, I suppose, against AEK, where we can really book ourselves a possible good place in the next round of the Champions League. You never know. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.